something about the deep learning, isn't it? So deep learning, uh, which is the approach to machine learning, and actually uh, which uses the neural network like human. Okay, so in this deep learning, the one that focuses on learning data representations rather than on task specification algorithms. Okay, so you know in NCCNC machines we are programming, isn't it, for the particular task, and it is following that program. But in deep learning, the learning data is used for training, isn't it, instead of the program, isn't it? So learning data means whatever is the past data that becomes the learning data for the deep learning, and accordingly the decision making is enhanced, isn't it? So it uses the neural networks, okay, just like human brain. So this we already studied in the last lecture. Okay, just to 120. Yes. Okay. So this is deep learning. Okay. Then this already we have studied, and how this deep learning works. That also we studied in the last lectures. Okay. So there are multiple layers in the brain, just like the brain. There are multiple layers of network. Okay, and every point on the network is connected to every point on the other layer, isn't it? So deep layer is used for purpose like natural language processing, drug discovery, toxicology, bioinformatics, and many more. Okay. Now, why do we need the artificial intelligence? Uh, because we want the comfort, and somebody should work for us, isn't it? So whatever is the trainer's job, isn't it? And everything should be taken care by machine. So day by day we are making we just a moment. So day by day, sorry, day by day we are making the machines intelligent, because smart and intelligence, so that we even will not need to instruct them also, isn't it? Means uh, they will be smart enough that they will not disturb your comfort, uh, and will come and ask how to do this and all that, isn't it? So because that mostly this artificial intelligence is into picture. Okay. So comparison already we have done. Okay, in the last lecture. So data science is nothing but the data science. Data science, it uses the data, records and analyze the data, and this data is used for the artificial intelligence models. Okay. So data science, which is the whole set of tools by which we analyze the data and extract the important information for decision making from the data. Okay, so it uses the scientific methods, processes, and algorithms, and whatever is the hidden information in the data that we are sorting. Okay, or that we are interested to get for improving the business outcomes. Okay, because all this artificial science, sorry, data science and artificial intelligence, these are used for the improvisation of everything, isn't it? Improvisation of the processes, improvisation of the businesses, improvisation of everything, isn't it? So all the performances can be improvised by the artificial intelligence. Okay, and the backbone of this artificial intelligence is nothing but data science. Okay, so these are the phases of the data science: discovery, data presentation, preparation, planning the model, building the model, communicating the results, and operational evaluation. Okay, okay. So discovery means is finding out. Then whatever is the finding from that, you are preparing the data, then planning the model for the data, then making the model, and then communicating the results and operationalizing. Okay, operationalizing means bringing that model into full function. So this already we know. Okay, just a minute. I have to reduce this size. Okay, so the data science, as we studied in the last lecture. Okay, so artificial includes the machine learning. Machine includes deep learning. Okay, so deep learning is a part of machine learning. Machine learning and deep learning are the part of artificial intelligence, and all of these three uses the data science. You can see the third, no, the outside circle, which is touching all the circles, and at the end only one circle is there, because that is not in actually right now in picture, or we can say the future kind of intelligences, but that is not known to us, isn't it? But forget about that circle. These three circles are more important for our subject. Now here we will go for the next part. Okay, that is the classification. Okay, so classification is on the basis of ability, and second is on the basis of functionality. Okay, so on the basis of ability, the artificial intelligence is weak, strong, and super. And classification based on functionality. Okay, that is reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, and self-awareness. Okay, so these are the phases, or we can say the classifications of the artificial intelligence. Okay, now weak means what? It has these are the seven, we can say, types of the artificial intelligence. Okay, so weak means what? Just small task it can handle. Okay, the intelligence designed for the very small task. Okay, so like speech recognition. Okay, so just whatever is the sound, whatever the sound, that sound is analyzed and synthesized. Okay, for the recognition of the speech. Okay, so when you give the voice commands, so that is only one task it has to perform, and that way it is the weak AI or narrow AI. Narrow means for limited. Okay, for limited. So what is the task given? Whatever the spoken words, okay, or phrases, just to identify the words, okay, and convert them into machine readable format. That's it. Okay, so that is the weak. In strong, okay, in strong basically a variety of tasks it can perform. Okay, just next step of the weak or narrow is general artificial intelligence. Okay, so where you can accomplish variety of tasks. Okay, and all these tasks, variety of tasks while performing, learning and improving is also happening. Okay, learning and improving is also happening. So just like a game, okay, computer game. Okay, so this game uh, can improve over the period of time in such a way that it can beat the professional gamers also. Okay, so that is a strong artificial intelligence. Okay, and super is not existing, but what super artificial intelligence is, there is believed to be a third category apart from strong and weak. They are called as super intelligence, SAI, that is a super artificial intelligence. It refers to time when capabilities of computer would exceed the human capabilities. Okay, so super artificial intelligence is the hypothetical concept, and basically it is okay, but it can perform the task better than the humans. Okay, it, that is the definition
सर
you can.
सॉरी
Hello.
स्क्रीन शेअर केलेली आहे हॅलो येस ओके
Your voice is not audible. Is it audible now? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sorry, and once again. So again, I have to go back here. Okay, so the classification of the artificial intelligence is on ability basis and functionality basis. Ability basis, they are weak, strong, and super. In weak, actually, it is given a limited amount of the task, and the example is speech to text. Okay, so when what you do, whatever is your speech or you speak, that is converted into text format or machine readable format, and that becomes a weak, or we can say narrow. So narrow means what? Some particular task is given, whereas in strong artificial intelligence or general artificial intelligence, it accomplish variety of tasks. Okay, variety of tasks. And as I told, okay, artificial intelligence is nothing but the training that particular the model. Okay, the model is nothing but the model which runs that particular machine, model which runs that particular process or that particular mechanism or anything. Okay, so model is nothing but whenever you are preparing certain model, that model is prepared on the basis of training, and training is on the basis of data. Okay, so here in strong, or we can say general artificial intelligence, the variety of tasks are accomplished simultaneously, as well as the learning and improving itself is also happening in the general artificial intelligence. Learning and improving means what? See, as I told you, data is used for the training. Okay, but once that particular machine is trained with that data, okay, then that machine is operating with that particular data, but while operating during its operation, during the present time, okay, in running in time, okay, during running in time, whatever is happening or whatever is the data, that data also becomes the uh, we can say basis for future learning, or we can say improvisation. Okay, so the artificial intelligence in strong artificial intelligence, the machine, or we can say the system keeps on improving also. Okay, now, for example, it is given as AlphaGo type of computer game. So what happens when you are playing with different levels, isn't it? So according to the capacity of the opponent, that model, okay, the artificial intelligence model, that keeps improving, okay, and making better decisions in every go, isn't it? And then the time, you can see, it learns and improvises itself according to situation arising in the game, and it has beaten a South Korean professional gamer who is Lee Sedol, who was a professional gamer of that particular AlphaGo computer game. Okay, but a person can be defeated by the machine. Okay, see why? Because whatever the expertise level you are applying, the machine keep learning from that. Okay, that becomes the training for that particular machine, and after some rounds, or after some runs, a strong artificial intelligence can defeat the person also. Another example is like chess player also defeated. Okay, the world chess champion was defeated by the IBM's uh, chess or computer, isn't it? Uh, Computer player, isn't it? Or by computer, it was defeated. Third is the super. In super, basically, it is a hypothetical concept, means it is imaginary concepts. Okay, so in this, basically, means it is assumed that the artificial intelligence can perform any task better than human. Okay, and with greater efficiency without any human error. Okay, so this is, we can say, imaginary concept, but now it is, though it is not existing, but God knows. Okay, someday the artificial intelligence can flourish to that level. Okay, where it can perform better, okay, than the human. Okay, that is a super. Then on the basis of functionality, it is the reactive machine, first one. Okay, now reactive machines, as I told you, the example of the reactive machine type is IBM's Deep Blue machine. Okay, or a chess playing supercomputer defeated international grandmaster Gary Kasparov. Okay, So international grandmaster, you can imagine, okay, what is the level of intelligence in playing the chess? Okay, our Vishwanathan Anand was there, even Gary Kasparov was there. These were the international champions, but the computer can defeat them. Okay, so the reactive algorithms, okay, or we can say a reactive type of artificial intelligence, it do not store the memories or learnings from past experiences. They simply react to the surroundings and choose the most optimal situation amongst the available alternatives. Okay. So reactive means what? On that particular moment, in that particular moment. Okay, what is right? Okay. Isn't it? So if it is on the past experience, it is learning from the, or it keeps on memorizing the learnings from past experience, then Gary Kasparov will definitely beat that particular computer because it can, because see, in reactive machines it is not patterns, okay, or we can say it is not following the patterns, it is making its decisions on the basis, okay, on the basis of that particular moment, okay. So it cannot infer from its past experiences, okay. So it is not relating the past experiences, okay. Then the example of the supercomputer, a chess playing supercomputer, it is capable of identifying pieces on chessboard, and even it can predict what could be the next move of its opponent. Okay, okay. So can you imagine on the basis of their number of pieces placed on that particular chessboard, the reactive machines type of artificial intelligence, they can predict the move of the opponent person. Okay, then it can also choose from the next possible moves. Okay. However, means suppose a particular move has probability of 10 possible moves. Okay. So all 10 possible moves, this machine will study and accordingly it will make the move, next move. Isn't it? Considering the all 10 means the solution to all possible 10 moves. Isn't it? Suppose opponent is having 10 possible moves. So 10 solutions, okay, or 10 moves, okay, and better to this particular 10 moves, it can make the move, okay. So that is what, it can also choose from the next possible move. However, it is unable to retain any memory and bring past experiences into picture while making the decisions, which means that previous moves will not affect its future decisions, okay. Then limited memory. So another type is limited memory machines. Okay. Now these are using short time, or we can say small amount of data. Okay. So small amount of data they are storing. Okay, or they are using for its decisions. Okay. So when you are using the data for short time, like goldfish, or we can say it is said that goldfish having some short memory, isn't it? Or you can say a system can use experiences occurred in the recent past. Okay, so memory is very short. Okay, but we can say uh, uh, short-sightedness, we can say. Okay, so what is happening in that particular situation, that particular data, small amount of data is used for making the future decisions. Okay, so it cannot make it this particular type of artificial intelligence cannot have the foresightedness, means the better vision, okay, of decisions. Okay, it will make the decisions on very particular time. Okay, and for the short, or you can say it is using limited memory. Okay, so however it cannot add these experiences to its database library, means what, this will not be stored. Okay, and that's why this kind of situation, only when it will arise, then only the decision will be like that, otherwise it will not be from the memory. Okay, so like self-driven car, okay, it stores the speed and pattern of changing lanes of the cars which are moving around it. Okay, so when self-driven car is using this particular artificial intelligence, then it will navigate on the basis of the data of the cars which are around the self-driven car. Okay, but observations are not stored, or we can say whatever is that data, this data is not stored. Okay, now next is theory of mind. Theory of mind is very like it's as its name. Okay, so this type of artificial intelligence means what, the machine will have the mind. Okay, isn't it? Just like human being is having mind, then this machine also has the mind. It is the concept. Okay. Now the purpose behind building such artificial intelligence is to have computers that can simulate human emotions, beliefs, and desires. Okay, that impact the future decisions. Okay, so like human, we are very much civilized people, and we have the some faith, beliefs, and desires and emotions related to like related to your relations, related to your uh, uh, locations, related to your religions or related to your nation, isn't it? So there are many beliefs and many emotions, as well as you have the desires also, isn't it? So on this particular basis, okay, the future decisions can be made, and that is totally depend if you consider there is a theory of mind for this particular type of artificial intelligence. Means we can say the artificial intelligence for the machine, okay, which possesses the mind or which is having the mind also. Okay, so it relates to understanding of the world that other entities also have thoughts, memories, and feelings. Means like the two machines will consider each other as they are both are having the you know the memories, or both are having the feelings, okay, or thoughts, isn't it? So they can speak to each other on the basis, or they can make the communications on the basis of memories, on the basis of feelings, on the basis of thoughts, isn't it? So this is a theory of mind. Okay. So for two individuals to be able to work together, they need to have some sort of interaction between them. Okay. So just like human being. Okay. Uh, Humans like AI systems, it will interpret in the future that humans have expectations as to how they should be treated. Okay. Just like the machines will also expect the treatment. Okay, so you cannot use harsh words or abuse them for any other thing, or like if they do not meet the expectations, isn't it? So most computers today use various models to drive behavior, but one with the mind, it's yet to exist. Means behavioral models you can prepare. Okay, you can imitate the behaviors, but with the mind is not possible, or still it is not in the picture. Okay. Researchers are developing Bell robot for hotels, which will predict the demands of people who intend to stay in a hotel. Okay, so these predictions can be made. Means these predictions are demands of the people, isn't it? So demands of people, again, they are all related to the memories, then desires, and then emotions. So what they are developing, okay, that can like the robot can predict their demands. Then next type of intelligence is self-awareness. Okay, so just like meditation. Okay, so self-awareness means that machine will come to know the situation about self, isn't it? Just like we are human, and we know the introspection. Introspection kind of thing. Okay, introspection means what? Like self-awareness means what? Whether I'm doing right thing or not, isn't it? So you are becoming a third person for yourself only, isn't it? So that way you become the aware about yourself, isn't it? So what is all this meditation and spiritual stuff in midst of artificial intelligence now? To answer that, let's first understand self-awareness. When an individual has conscious knowledge of their character and their own feelings, okay, so he becomes self-aware. Okay, isn't it? So when you are conscious about your own feelings, okay, and then that time you can say you are self-aware, isn't it? Isn't it? So an artificial intelligence is self-aware when it is able to form a representation about itself, okay, and thus be conscious about itself. Self-aware machine will understand its current state and use the information to infer the emotions of others. Okay. Artificial intelligence researchers and enthusiasts believe that this can prove to be the ultimate goal of artificial intelligence development. Okay. Uh, Self-awareness. Okay. The what is self-awareness? Again, in the first line, self-awareness, self-aware machine will understand its current state. Okay. So machine will be aware of its state, okay, and it will use the information to infer the emotions of others, okay. So this is self-awareness type of artificial intelligence, okay. And once this is achieved, the artificial intelligence will operate like a human, okay, and it will start predicting its own needs and demands and start thinking of others as an equal, okay. So we can say it will become a good, just like a good human being, okay. But this kind of artificial intelligence does not yet exist, okay. Then these are the applications of the artificial intelligence: deep learning applications, predictive analytics, translation, then classification and clustering, then information extraction, speech to text, then text to speech, okay, then image recognition, machine vision, planning, scheduling, and optimization, robotics, and expert systems. So you can see all these particular applications happening nowadays. Okay, so image recognition again, uh, you know, in Google Lens. Okay, so when you focus a camera to certain image, isn't it? So it will recognize the image and it will find out and give you the good results. Okay, what this exactly is, isn't it? Like if you focus the camera to chair, so it will take the image of chair and it will describe you the chair, isn't it? What this particular part. So like the machine vision. Okay, so in industry, robots are using the machine vision or even the machinery, okay, which are equipped with the artificial intelligence. They can make the decisions on the basis of camera input. Okay, so camera is focused on the particular product or particular process, and the machine will be able to make the decisions. Then speech to text and text to speech, all of you know. Okay, okay. So Alexa and Echo and all these systems. Okay. Then information extraction, classification and clustering of the data, isn't it? So these are all are predictive analysis, analytics. All these are on the basis of even deep learning also. It is all on the basis of the data. Okay. Robotics, all of you know. Okay, and expert systems. Okay, so expert systems are for giving you the help. Okay, or help and support in everywhere. Okay, so there are the expert systems. Okay, maybe the support center. Okay, in which machine is there to support the human. Okay, so these are the applications. Okay, uh, now all of you know the artificial intelligence right now in the picture. Okay, it is not the science to come in the picture. Okay, so it is already it is lurking behind your screens as you are reading the internet article, and will probably suggest you more such articles from now on. Means, as I told you, artificial intelligence is working like in classroom. Also, I did give the example of uh, when you are surfing through the social sites, isn't it? Okay, so the artificial intelligence is working for you behind that particular screen. What you are looking, how much time you are taking to look at a particular image. Okay, so what is your age? Okay, what is your gender? What is your location? And what you are searching for? So this is becoming the business models. Okay, so it is not only limited to personal assistance or OTT platforms, but relevant to number of aspects of our day-to-day life. Okay, so in automobiles, okay, so in automobile, what is the application now advancing towards driverless cars? Okay, these cars have incorporated systems that are useful in applying brakes, changing lanes, navigation, and many more. Okay, they can interpret the patterns in which other cars are moving, and they will adjust to that particular thing also. Okay, then this is helping the insurance sector also. Like suppose if any car meets an accident or some passenger gets injury or some death. Okay, so the this particular data, okay, from this particular artificial intelligence enabled cars data can help the insurance also, insurance company to settle the claim in a very quick session or very quick time. Okay, then in business, okay, now in business. Uh, Artificial intelligence based solutions can use by determining what are the weaknesses and strengths, okay, in business, and they will use the solutions to reduce the financial, production related, and CRM other objectives. Okay, so the objectives will be well defined, okay, on the basis of the strength and weakness analysis by the artificial intelligence. Okay, so this will help in automating the task, in turn save the time and manpower. Okay, so example is in McDonald's restaurant is the example of artificial intelligence used. Okay, So as it is focusing on elevating the customer's experience by analyzing trends in which a customer places the order. Okay, so this McDonald for their business, okay, they are focusing on elevating customers experience. Okay, so how to elevate the customer experience? They are focusing on this elevating the customer's experience, and how they are doing it by analyzing trends in which a customer places the order. Okay, so where customer orders are analyzed, and for the taste and the type. Okay, so accordingly, the McDonald company come to know, and they will focus more on that, and they will pass on this particular experience to more and more people. Okay, so the customer experience will elevate. Okay, then it has also introduced kiosks or interactive terminals where customer place orders over a machine by themselves instead of cashier making the input. Okay, so in hotel, the customer on its table, with some machine, it can place the order, and directly this data can be used. Okay, so instead of human being involved in the making the data. Okay, so it will reduce the errors and increase the sale. Okay, then in education, okay, so the education nowadays, how automatic grading systems are there, then you're using some online learning platforms and online exams also. Okay, so this is a good example of the artificial intelligence in our education. You know how your exams are being proctored exams is a good example of the artificial intelligence. Proctored exams means what? Your hand and eye movements are tracked, and it can easily make the decision whether you're copying, isn't it? Whether no, like that is the artificial intelligence. Okay, then in finance, okay, so good advice to make more profit in the stock markets. Okay, this is now this artificial intelligence models basically, the trendings, whenever if you are interested in the stock markets. Okay, then in stock market, predictions are helping. All of you have watched the movie or that series, Harshad Mehta Scam. Okay, so in that, they used to predict. Okay, even today also, there are many apps which are giving you the predictions. These predictions are on the basis of artificial intelligence, isn't it? Gaming. Okay, so very good example, and very we can say growing area. Okay, if you want to make the career, okay, you can go in this area. Okay, so these popular games. All of you may be playing these games, no, on Android phone, isn't it? So video games like Minecraft. Okay, so this is my son also plays this. Used to play actually. Nowadays, uh, I'm just restricting him because of the addiction. Okay, but these are artificial intelligence based programs. Okay, they can make the take care of like giving the cover and making the attack and all. Okay, so there are many decisions which include clear movement, taking cover, path finding. Okay, so this is artificial intelligence application. Okay, okay. Now next is in government also. Now government, government systems can also be improved. Okay, they are uh, the governments have started using the artificial intelligence and suitable for policing policies and services. So okay, so whatever are the policies, policies are based on the data. Okay, so whatever the data, more and more data, because nowadays because of the Android and applications, and the government have devised some applications, Android applications. On the basis of that, the many sectors data is with the government, and government can make use of that data to make the decisions. Okay, so you can see such as it can reduce the cost and errors, save employees from the mundane task, and also help clearing out backlogs. Okay, so the system can be made faster. Okay, then errors can be reduced, or we can say corruption can also be reduced, and even cost can also be reduced, and the employee can be saved. Okay, okay, from means non we can say our labor work. Okay, or non-productive work. The application is in healthcare also. Okay, so the chatbots. Okay, so in healthcare applications, the doctors are assisted by artificial intelligence. Okay, uh, now because of the artificial intelligence help, the recovery and mortality rate of the patient is improving. Okay, then some applications include chatbots where answer and assist the patient to schedule the appointments, aid in the billing procedure, and also provide the medical feedback. So chatbots, whenever you go for the help section nowadays, instead of giving mail or call, okay, there is a bot, okay, chatbot, which is you're discussing your problem with that chatbot, and chatbot is guiding you. In manufacturing, okay, so production quantity and quality by applying the artificial intelligence to forecast future demand and supply, production planning, material movement, assembling and parts, and such as activities involved in the manufacturing. Now see, manufacturing is our part, okay, being mechanical engineer. So whatever is the market, flow or flow of the product, or purchase, okay, or sale of the product. So if sale is increased, again, this data can be used for planning, okay, production planning. Then production planning will include the demand on the basis of demand and supply. And again, material movement will be decided. Okay, so more and more material can also be ordered in advance. Okay, so in advance, the companies will know how much is the production to be, or the production volume will be decided on the basis of the demand supply basis. Okay, so whatever is the demand and supply, accordingly the production planning will be done, and all the vendors will also be informed well in advance. Okay, so in this way, the manufacturing sector is also benefited. Then natural language processing. Okay, so what is this? It is ability of the computer to understand natural language of the user. Okay, so like spell check and autocorrect are the two most commonly examples. Okay, nowadays, if you're writing the uh, mails, or you're typing something in the phone, okay, so immediately it gives the highlight of that particular highlight of that particular word, and grammatically correct suggestions are there. Okay, so even uh, see, s- whether word is correct or wrong, it is different thing, but grammatically correct sentence, it will like a natural language processing, it will process that what you want to say, and accordingly it will suggest the corrections. Okay, so I have a habit of writing yes, bro. Okay, when I get excited about something, my phone has understood this, and every time I am close to finish typing yes, the keyboard of my smartphone immediately automatically suggests bro, isn't it? So see, this is the learning, and how the machine can understand, or can match, or can adapt. Okay, that is the natural language processing, and it can learn the language of the user. Condition monitoring and preventing maintenance. Okay, so this is another area where mechanical engineering is very much related. Okay, so many times our machines need the maintenance, and they are failing to perform. Okay, and because of the lag of the maintenance, they can lead to disaster. Okay, or we can say failure. So remedy of these things is using the artificial intelligence enabled condition monitoring. Okay, condition monitoring means what? Keeping the check on health. Okay, health of the machine. Okay, so artificial intelligence, okay, it will keep the monitoring or health checks of the machine, and it will suggest, okay, well in advance, or we can say even it can perform the preventive maintenance itself. Okay, which ultimately save our time, money, and help in retaining and adding the new customers. Okay, so in the maintenance department also artificial intelligence is important. Okay, so we are applying artificial intelligence in multiple areas of our day-to-day lives. Okay, but is it worthwhile? Does it really benefit us? Then definitely yes. Answer is yes, because it is helping us. Okay. So what are the benefits of the artificial intelligence? Uh, Less scope for the errors. Okay. Uh, so this you can be very confident that they analyze the trends. Okay. So first and foremost, with the advent of AI, machines have started to analyze the trends. This helps in accurately guessing the need of user. Okay, so accuracy, how the errors are reduced by being more and more accurate. Okay, so more and more accurate, how it is possible? It is possible whatever is the analysis. Okay, so whatever is the program, whatever is the model, that analyzes the trend, okay, that will come more close to the accuracy. Okay, so AI-enabled machines are responsible for inputting the values and data. This reduces the chances of human error. Okay, the machine that analyzes its surrounding and feeds the data into itself. Okay, accordingly, proves to be more accurate. Okay, so from surrounding, it keeps on learning and improving the data. Okay, and uh, thus the system or the machine becomes more and more accurate. Okay, so less scope for the errors is the first benefit. Better decision making is the second benefit. Okay, so the bias of our understanding affects most of decisions. Okay, that humans take. Okay, so human decisions are biased. Okay, biased means uh, affected. Okay, they are affected. Okay, okay. So as per your understanding, the decision will affect. Okay, no matter how much we try, our current mood or thinking influence or percentage of the decision. Getting the means we know what is right, isn't it? Normally, most of the times we say कळतं पण वळत नाही है की नाही कळतं पण वळत नाही so that kind of thing. So you know what is right, but you are not. Your decisions are affected by the moods. Okay, suppose in the cold days, and you want to wake up for the what you call the exercise early at 5:30. Okay, for getting up, you have decided, you have made the decision to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. But due to the cold outside, okay, you want to be, like you do not want, you want to be cozy in the, your blankets and all. So your decisions are biased, okay, get biased because of the environmental conditions. Okay. So in the case of enabled systems, this proves entirely untrue. Means it is not biased. Okay, machine doesn't yet have the feelings of their own, or biases and interpretations of their own. So we can be rest assured that decisions taken, okay, they are not influenced by the personal prejudices. So decision making is better than the human. Okay, it can work in uninterrupted manner. Okay, so as they are machines, the artificial intelligence system don't feel tiresome after working continuously for a large period of time. Okay, even they do not need the rest. Okay, so human being can say we can't keep working all the day long, isn't it? You can say to your boss, but the machines, artificially intelligent enabled machines will not say. They are not feeling any tiresome for doing the repetitive or same kind of job. Okay, so machine will keep working without getting tired. Okay, so can work in uninterrupted. Then it can handle the complexities. Okay, the as you know, human has the limitations. Okay, it can handle like for if you exceed number of tasks, again you have the, or we can say we human have the limitations. Okay, we get confused, and the confusions may create, or because of the more number of complexities, isn't it? So when you go for the multitasking, suppose you are performing one task, isn't it? Then it's okay, two, three, then it will, the system or the decision making will go on becoming complex, isn't it? And when you have to perform 10 tasks at the same time, then definitely you are going to make the mess out of all what you are doing, isn't it? So here, human, it can handle the complexities, and because of these artificial intelligence enabled machines, okay, they come into rescue exactly when things go beyond the control of humans. Okay, it can handling large amounts of complex data is just another function of the systems, and apart from speedy day-to-day operations and improved data handling. Okay, so this is improving. System is more and more becoming strong to handle the complex data, or we can say complexities in the process. Okay, then optimum utilization of the resources. Okay, so it can assess and interpret multiple things at one particular point of time. Okay, from handling employee database and customer database to analyzing the patterns that these groups follow, there is a lot that just one machine can accomplish. Okay, whereas human as well can accomplish multiple types of tasks, but not all simultaneously, and which is the advantage of this artificial intelligence. Examples of artificial intelligence. Okay, where exactly it is used? Okay, I mean, self-driven cars and robots are one thing, but this we all of you know. But how about the some current real-time examples? So few examples are here. Okay, first is suppose Netflix. Okay, Netflix is the top used OTT platform. Okay, an acronym for over the top platforms are those service providers that provide content to viewers over internet, most probably for subscription free. Okay, now what exactly this OTT or Netflix is you're using the artificial intelligence, okay, uh, or even other platforms like Amazon Prime and all, okay. Then what happens? Recently, I finished watching Stranger Things, a sci-fi fantasy horror web television series revolving around school-going teenagers. Okay, just after that, Netflix started recommending me Typewriter, an Indian origin horror web series in which some teenagers uncover the ghosty mystery. Means what type of content you're watching accordingly the recommendations are coming from the all over around you. Okay, that is one of the example how the Netflix is using. Another example is Siri. So those who are using the Apple phone, you may be familiar about the Siri. Okay, so how often do we hear this term, "Hey Siri"? Okay, means just like Alexa. Okay, so Siri is a personal assistant offered by Apple uh, for the users of iPhone and iPad. Okay, so it is a voice-activated assistant that interacts with the user as per their convenience. Okay, so it is providing the voice-activated assistant. Okay, and it can play, so it can speak, okay, or it can interact with the user. Siri uses machine learning technology to understand the way in which a user navigates through the phone, send messages, and make calls. To use this feature, you just have to unlock the phone, activate the internet, and begin. Hey Siri, call mom. Immediately, Siri will place a call to your mom. Okay, means you do not need to go to contact list and open the contact of mom and dial it. Okay, so Siri will do that. Okay, Pandora, it is a platform that uses artificial intelligence to assess which sort of music should be played for its user. Okay, so you can swing the music move as per your mood swings. You can the Pandora can make the selection or list of the or playlist for you, and it will play the songs of that particular kind. Okay, it provides no obvious song choices. Okay, for example, if I look a certain rock song, say, hey you by Pink Floyd, then Pandora might also suggest the Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, which is another classic rock song. Means what? You may be knowing, like suppose if you are playing Arijit Singh song, okay, or some romantic song, or then, the music Pandora basically uses artificial intelligence uh, to extract the information of a taste of the music the user is liking, isn't it? And accordingly, it will cue the those particular songs. Okay, you do not need to make the playlist also. You just play one song and all the songs of that particular genre. They will keep playing, keep into the then Flipkart, okay, Flipkart, which is e-commerce shopping, okay, platform that suggests products to its better customer on the basis of their history of product being on purchasing. Okay, so suggestion of the products. Okay, this is all of you are experiencing because most of most of us are searching using Amazon, Flipkart, and Myntra and all these websites for what mobile phones. So most of the times you are getting those similar kind of recommendations in the particular price range. Okay, because you know what price range you are searching and what kind of phone you are searching or features you are searching. Accordingly, the features matching to that particular price, those products will be flashed. Okay, every time you visit or like whenever you are opening any social site or anything. One of my friends recently looked for certain novel. Okay, and he's been seeing as it's a recommendation every time he visits the Flipkart. Okay, or any random website with commercial ad space. Okay, so in any other not only in the Flipkart. Okay, whenever you visit to any other social media, okay, the ad section is there, and in that ad section, okay, do you know that ad section is flashing the ads for you only, isn't it? that add section because it is on your phone. Okay, and you know, the artificial intelligence know what this person is looking for. Okay, so some like very good example, in last month I clicked on the interest of purchasing the shoes. So now many times I observe, okay, anywhere in any other site, wherever the advertisement space is there in any other social media also, I am constantly getting the shoes images and with the prices. Okay, and those images are so lurking or so appealing that I fall for those images to purchase the shoes. Echo, just like Alexa. Okay, so Echo is the device launched by Amazon, which has the cloud-based voice assistants. Okay, it can hear, comprehend, and respond to any command and or questions put up by the user with viable solutions. I asked Alexa yesterday if I needed a raincoat before heading out, and it suggested me to take one as it was going to rain in the evening. Okay, and then see, the question is doesn't have only answer, but that answer has all the data, or the answer is based on the data. Okay, like forecast data. Okay, so as per the question, the relevant data or relevant answer or viable solution is given by this. Okay, so I guess this is 9:59. Okay, so with these examples, we will stop here today, and next time we will continue with this. Okay, so good, good to see 34 students are there. I'm happy for you, and